Hey everybody, welcome to the week. It's such a pleasure to welcome you here, especially since we have a really interesting topic this week. It's about organizations and organizational structures. Fundamental to just about any degree that you would obtain in college is the notion of an organization. At its core, what is an organization? An organization is created because one person can't do it on their own. That's really the essence of organizations. Most of the businesses in the United States are small businesses. About 99% are under 500 employees. But the 1% that's over 500 employ about half the employees in the United States. So again, about half of all employees in the United States work at a small business. But those small businesses make up about 99% of all businesses. It's really amazing. We're a nation in the United States of small businesses. 80% of small businesses, that half that we were talking about, 80% of small businesses only have one employee. It's amazing, right? And so that's really what is fundamental about the United States, is this ability that you can make it on your own. We used to call that the rugged individual. So people start as a business. We kind of call it a business rather than an organization. They start as a business, so sole proprietorship is the specific term of it. And then from there, they grow. And they realize that that one person in business, that sole proprietor, can't do it on themselves. They maybe can make the product, but they can't sell it and distribute it. They can't market it. They can't finance it. They need help. And just about anything that we do in life, you need a little bit of help along the way. You may not formally hire that person, which we call an employee, but they need some help to finish what they've started or to continue what they started, whatever it may be. And so they hire more people to work for them and with them. That's really the genesis and the initiation of an organization. It's people working together, hopefully collaboratively, in order to accomplish a goal, a mission. As an organization, for instance, let's say that you started working at home baking cakes. From baking cakes, you had more and more and more people wanting your cakes because they're so good and so tasty. And you realized that the amount of time that you spent getting all of the materials, baking all the materials, delivering the end product, that you were at your bandwidth. You couldn't really cook or bake anymore. So you wanted to have some people help you. Some people maybe who did the ordering for you. Maybe people who helped you do the baking. Maybe people that helped you do the delivery. Then you realized you can get bigger and better. And so you wanted somebody to help you market your products. And so in a short period of time, we hope, you've now created a business. A business that is charged with marketing, baking, and then delivering a product. Hopefully, over time, you start to branch out of just baking, and you bake other types of goods and services, cookies or wedding cakes. All of those expand your business, make it broader and better, and hopefully the profits come to that. By the way, businesses aren't all about just making products. They're also not about just making profits. There's a great joy that people have with working for themselves. That's the essence of an organization. It's taking your dream, your vision, your hope, your desire, and we hope it's your passion, and then spending your life doing that. And once you get good at it, you find out that you have an organization or you need an organization to fulfill it. There's a great statement some years ago that says, when you're small and fast, you get big and slow. When you're big and slow, you get small and fast. And what that means is that when you start as a small business, and if you're good, you're going to get big. When you get big, that person who used to do everything in that business can't do it all, and they have to rely on other people. It often slows down the operation. And if you slow down too much, it affects your business, and then you get smaller because people don't want to do business with you as much anymore. That's the fine line about how to get bigger without losing that personal touch and being able to control the aspects of the business. Again, hard to do, because as your business gets bigger, you take on different roles. And the profits become even greater, and in some ways you enjoy it so much more, but you lose that personal feel and personal touch. That's the discussion of this week. It's about organizations, the genesis of an organization, how organizations get started, and then we'll also reference how organizations are structured. Take a look at everything else that's in the course this week, and if there's anything else that you have any questions on, please don't hesitate to let me know. Everybody has my number, my email. I look forward to talking with you on any aspect or any subject that you have. Maybe you want to start your own business and you want some assistance on it. Let me know. We can talk about it in class or outside of class. Maybe you're in a business that's not structured properly or doesn't operate properly, doesn't have the necessary productivity that it should have. And we need to look at the efficiencies and effectiveness of it. We'll talk about that as well. Let's make this class not only about what we want to talk about in the outcomes, but also what you do as well. Everybody enjoy the week. It's great to have you here.